This is Harka Sampang. I'm here to talk about MCC today. I'm going to give you some reasons why we have been protesting this for so long time, thinking this is not in favor of our country, Nepal. And today I'm speaking English because I want to make those people who do not understand Nepali language understand what's politically happening in our country, Nepal, at present. Dear friends, the very first thing I do not like personally is this agreement has been signed between an official of MCC, an official, just note this, an official of MCC. MCC itself is an institution, is an organization, is a charity, whatever you call, of the United States government. So, an official of that one, just note this. That is one party, one guy who has signed, and the other guy who has signed is the Minister of the Finance Ministry of Nepal. So, the Minister of our Nepal's government is equal to an official of a project or of a kind of a charity of the United States. So, as you see the level here, in terms of sovereignty and authority, it is not equal. So, the very first thing I feel is this. In the terms of sovereignty and authority, legality, as a nation, let's say, whatever is the condition of Nepal, whether it is poor or rich or developed or lagging behind, but it is a sovereign country in the world, which has the membership of the UN as well. So, in terms of the equality, the authority which signed, we do not feel this is equal. So the very first thing that I personally don't like about MCC is that. Now, coming through some articles and some sections of MCC, what I notice here is what our Nepalese leaders have been saying, that this is a pure donation, pure charity, financial help to our country Nepal, that the US so kindly wants to grant to us for our development. The question I want to raise here is, if it is a financial donation, it's a charity, why the hell we have to sign so many pages and this, that? Why we need so long agreement to go through each and every clause and terms and conditions and fulfill all the needs of MCC in the favor of US, and the duty must be completed by the government of Nepal? Why we need so many clauses, so many conditions? That's my question. That our leaders, who have been saying that this is a pure donation and this, that, to those people, to those leaders, I want to ask a question. Why we have to go through all these agreements and clauses and this and that? And the main thing about that, my disagreement about this is, why we need to pass this one through Parliament? Why we have to table this agreement, this MCC in Parliament, and why our Parliament must pass this before it goes into force? Why? If it is just a donation, donation means we can just accept and we can use in favor of our country's developments and this, that. We do not need to go through so many terms of legal procedures and this and that, and even we do not need to pass this one through our Parliament. That's my saying, and I believe Nepalese people generally have been thinking the same way I'm doing. Now, to be specific on articles of the agreement and some sections that we do not accept, that we feel that compromises our sovereignty, our nation. I'm going to read those sections and I'm going to give my opinion. Okay, friends, now I'm going to read MCC agreement articles, some articles, sections and all that we do not like, that we feel violate our nation's sovereignty at present and in future, of course. Beginning with Annex 5. Annex 5A. What has been written here is the government must have submitted a plan in form and substance acceptable to MCC and consented to by the government of India. Now here we clearly can understand is this project, whatever it is coming, is not for Nepal, not for only Nepal, let's say like this. But our leaders, our Nepalese leaders, what they have been saying is, it is a pure donation which is for the development and prosperity of our country, Nepal only. So if it is, why we need to go through Indian government, and why we need to make plan which is acceptable, which is consented, which must be consented by the Indian government? Why is it so? If it is coming for our Nepal, for our country only, it must be between MCC, between the US government and Nepal's government only. Here we do not need the interference of our other countries, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China. We do not need any other countries if it is between those two countries only. The very first thing is that it is, it has been said that it is a financial donation only. Now, I already said that it is not a donation. It is coming as an investment. It is coming as an investment. So our leaders must stop lying to the people. Those people who elected them and sent them to the parliament for the sovereignty of our country, for the development of our country, for the defense of our country, those people are lying to us. They are not loyal to the people. It proves that. So here, this we do not like this one. So it violates our nation's sovereignty, that every Nepali person, every Nepali citizen must protest about. And coming to Article 2 of that agreement, Article 2.5. This is my personal judgment. On the topic of interest, it has been written, the government will pay or transfer to MCC in accordance with the program implementation agreement any interest or other earnings that occur on MCC funding prior to such funding being used for a program purpose. Now here what we can understand is, as I already said, if it is a donation, if it is a charity, why the government here means Nepali government, Nepal's government, Nepalese government, why Nepalese government should pay interest and transfer some earnings to MCC if it is purely financial donation? Why? Why should we pay interest? We can take an example. If a beggar asks you some money, and if you give some money, the beggar will not have to give you the interest, will not have to return the money. But here, as we see, read the clause and all this, that we are to pay interest, we are to repay the things and all, whatever we get the donation, as we say, the financial donation, this, that, to the US, means